Hey everyone, this is Yami, your Latina next door. Welcome back to my channel. You all know that I love creating high-end decor for my home. And in this video, I'm going to share how to easily customize seasonal signs for your home. The items I used were either items that I had on hand or a few items from the dollar store. I am so excited to say that Cricut is the sponsor of this video. For this video, I am going to be using the Cricut Maker. This machine can do a lot of things, but for this video, we are going to create vinyl decals to get you that beautiful customized high-end look for those signs. All right, let's get started. So I had this piece of particle board or press board, I'm not sure which one it is, lying around, and the Latino engineer cut it down for me to size, as well as some of these furring strips that we had on hand. So I sanded them down and stained them with leftover stain from our floors. My goal was to paint the board with white chalk paint, but before I did that, I went ahead and spray painted with some leftover spray paint in order to prevent any bleed through. After everything was dry, I went ahead and nailed the frame together. I couldn't find my wood glue dispenser, so I just went ahead and used some Gorilla Glue. And then I laid the board on the back of the frame and then nailed it together. I've always wanted a pumpkin patch sign, and I found these pumpkins at Dollar Tree and I thought they would be perfect. The first one I painted with Nantucket Blue, which is my signature color for this fall. The second pumpkin was painted in hazy, and that paint was left over from my laundry room cabinet. And the third one was French linen. I wanted to add a little bit more dimension to these pumpkins, so I took a little bit of the original color and added a little bit of white, and then began brushing dimension by adding highlights and just adding a little bit of paint along the borders. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like seeing time lapses of people painting. I found it really relaxing, actually. Then I took some more raffia from that hula skirt that keeps on giving and wrapped the stems of the pumpkins in order to hide the little holes. I knew I wanted to bunch them up in the center, and I measured them, making sure everything was nice and even, and then added one pumpkin to the center top. I used a combination of E6000 and hot glue in order to secure them, and then I pressed down to make sure that they did not come apart. I measured where I wanted the pumpkins to go, and then very carefully with hot glue and a little bit of E6000, I pressed them down on the white board, making sure they did not move. Now the Cricut Maker comes in a very nice, polished, and sleek design. It is very compact, but it is capable of so many things. Now the Cricut Maker can cut a variety of materials. Some include fabric like cotton and even soft felts. Others include glittery vinyl, iron-on transfers, and even thicker material like balsa wood and chipboard. Now you all know that I already love making vinyl decals for my projects. This is actually the first time that I used the Cricut Maker. I hadn't used a Cricut machine previously, but let me tell you something, it is so much fun and actually pretty simple to use. And what I really love was the setup. It was so easy to install. So I created my custom design and I weeded everything out and then applied it to the large sign. And that was it for this sign. And measuring at 27 by 39 inches, it is my largest sign yet, and my favorite. I am really proud of this one. It really does look like something you could buy at a store, and I am so excited that I finally get my little pumpkin patch sign. So for this next one, I had these boards left over from our plywood flooring. The Latino engineer had cut them down for me, and I had previously stained them for a Look for Less project that never came into fruition because it just didn't work out. So I wanted to go ahead and put them to good use. I love adding stripes to my signs, so I went ahead and used some washi tape to mark them off, and with some chalk paint, I brushed on some stripes onto the board. In order to give the stripes a little bit more dimension, I went ahead and added a beautiful khaki colored ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby a while back. It has really pretty trim on both edges, and I thought it would look nice down that solid white line. I glued it all the way down and over the edges. I had another pumpkin form from Dollar Tree left over from last year's unused stash, and I took the green and painted it as well. I also gave this pumpkin a little bit more dimension. I cut a couple of poplar boards that I already had on hand, and I decided to leave them bare wood, and I just nailed them on to the board. I created this really cute Hello Pumpkin decal for the sign, and this is actually going to be available in my shop. I love how this one turned out as well. It's amazing what you can do with remnants that you have from previous projects. Now, if you don't have any remnants of anything, you can always use items from your local Dollar Tree. Now, I had that little frame that you see there. I just found it. It's brand new, and I took some scrapbook paper and cut it down to fit inside that frame. Of course, later I found out that you can remove the backing and add the paper that way. And I just basically adhered it with some glue from a glue stick. And just like the other pumpkins, I had this really small one from previous years as well, and I just painted it and adhered it on to this little frame. Add a tiny fall decal to this and your sign is done. And I just love that by adding a simple decal, your item goes from dollar store to high-end store decor. So no matter what size of project you have, the Cricut Maker can help you add that personal touch and take your project to the next level with amazing vinyl decals. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, I am curious. Let me know which one of these signs was your favorite in the comments below. Thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring this video. I cannot wait to make more DIYs with this amazing machine. Don't forget to check out Cricut and their entire line of products. I'll leave those links in the description box below. If you're looking for even more fall inspiration, I'm gonna go ahead and add some videos to the screen so you guys can check them out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, adios.